Hello friends, near and far, dear to my heart. I'm Victoria with Aligned Soul Tarot. This reading will be for Scorpio and all Scorpio placements found within your birth chart or wherever you have 8th house influence in your chart. If you are unfamiliar with any of those placements, just know that I offer personalized birth chart and synastry relationship readings. These sessions are deeply insightful and offer a lot of clarity for the questions that you have. Each of my birth chart sessions includes a comprehensive 2-question tarot spread, detailed birth chart notes, where we dive into the archetypes hidden within your birth chart. You also get a private pre-recorded video to reflect on at any given time. In this reading, we'll discuss astrology for your sun descendant signs, tarot and oracle messages. Your love reading will be linked in the description box below, as well as all the information on my services. There always seems to be some crossover, so I highly encourage you to watch both and to watch for your other placements to gain some more perspective. Scorpio, we are in Pisces season, your fellow water sign friend. This is a month of dreams, imagination, and culmination as we plant and sow new seeds into spring. Depending on where you are in the world, these seasonal shifts may look and appear a bit different, but it still reflects change on the cyclical wheel of life. We have a full moon lunar eclipse in Libra to mark this new landscape we are entering. During eclipses, it's crucial to pay attention to your north and south node positions. So this month I'm offering a $20 special lunar node birth chart reading. We'll focus in on your natal nodes and how they're being activated during this 1.5-year cycle. Pisces season really asks us to get in touch and in tune with ourselves. What have we encountered since the last lunar node activation in October? Pisces wants you to dig deep into the uncomfortably comforting abyss, deepening our connection with ourselves and others with no strings attached. Untethered and free, we may feel a little dreamy, and this is exactly where the magic happens. Now, Scorpio, let's get into your March reading. Well, hello, dear Scorpio. I'm a poet now, you know. So what's going on, Scorpio? Welcome to Pisces season. Welcome to the 12th house. Oof. It's a lot like the 8th house, which you rule, right? A lot of this deep subconscious deep dive, right? I think of Piscean energy as like the depths of the ocean. And you, Scorpio, can relate to that. You like to go deep too. Most water signs do. They might not always showcase that on the surface, but there is this depth to water signs, right? And each of them have their own unique flavor. So what does this Piscean energy mean? Because we have Venus going into Pisces March 11th, Mars going into Pisces on the 22nd. So I'm going to focus on that, okay? And that means 5th house for you. This is family. This is creative energy. This is Leo. Where do you have Leo in your chart? Right? This is going to be activated. So you could look into where you have Leo. If you want to do a reading with me, we can look into that as well. Right? I have that $20 special, which really helps you kind of fine tune and tinker what it is that you are learning during this 1.5-year eclipse cycle. Okay. So 5th house, children, family. So the idea around that is creation, really, right? Because that's reproduction, right? You govern the reproduction system, so you know. So there's this creative energy there, right? And that's very Piscean as well. So very dreamy, very elusive. There's a lot about like your passions. Think of Leo energy. It's very heart-centered. It's bold. It's courageous. This is actually a strength year, right? 2024 breaks down to an 8, which is the major arcana, the strength card. So we are really being tested and tried at how we can show up for ourselves. And what does strength truly mean? There's so many definitions and perceptions on what that means for everyone. So being courageous for you this month, you know, stepping into maybe some unknown territory, specifically around family concerns. The flip side, because I like to talk about both, right? Because all houses and signs associated with the house have a negative and a positive, right? This dualistic nature that's found amongst everything. So the negative side of the fifth house is overindulgence, you know, risky behaviors, gambling, because it's a very playful house. Again, it's about entertainment, right? Maybe you find yourself really having a lot of fun, which is awesome. Go for it. But of course, there's a balance there, right? So the flip side of that can talk about overindulgence, risky behaviors, again. So keep that in mind, okay? We have this new moon in Pisces right now, also in your fifth house. And then the full moon Libra lunar eclipse, right? Going out with a bang into Aries season, which is the first house, right? So in the astrological wheel, this is actually our lunar new year, quote unquote, right? It's the birth, it's the creation, it's the start, right? As above, so below. 12th house is below, first house above. So there's a lot of this rebirth energy, which again, Scorpio, you know best. Pluto changed signs last month. A lot of this plutonic energy that we're still kind of feeling into. So lots of cycles closing out, new cycles beginning, of course, right? So lunar eclipse in your 12th house. As above, so below. So you see this contrast. You could really be feeling into the contrast, seeing where maybe there's cracks in the pavement. The 12th house is Piscean energy, so highly spiritual, creative month for you if you can tap in and tune into your intuition. So finding ways to do that. There's many different ways, and each of us that might look a little different. What are your spiritual practices, if you have any? Some things I suggest, of course, the basics: meditation, downtime. 12th house requires a lot of downtime, lots of rest. You could be feeling a bit lethargic. You know, the intensity of the eclipse in your 12th house, that's a pretty powerful place. The 12th house shadow side of that can talk about, which is not really shadow. When you think of shadow, people get so, woo, it's so scary, but no, it's this duality, right? We have to face. So 12th house can talk about mental health. You know, it does rule and govern hospitals, asylum. You know, we think about the depths of our psyche. So there could be some things that are spiraling up for you that you're like, wow, these parts of me that, you know, I thought I knew myself, but now I'm really uncovering some big karmic lessons, because Libra is about karma. It's karmic justice. It's the justice card in the major arcana, okay? So some sort of karmic lessons that you or someone around you is learning. Some revelations for you. Okay, let's get into your reading here, Scorpio. So I'm going to pull from the Wild Unknown archetypes to start off your reading for March. This is going to be for my Scorpio viewers, the Scorpio collective, all those tuning in. What is it that they need to know? What is it that they need to see? Please like, comment, subscribe. If this reading resonates, I love your support. So you got the Sustainer. You very well could have Sag in your chart. They got the same card. I really love when similar cards come out, because it showcases, like, yes, we all have our placements, we all have our own signs and birth charts, but you know, we do have a variety there. You're more than just your sun sign. So where do you have Sag in your chart? Okay, and also we'll see where this goes, but maybe watch the Sag reading. You could very well be dealing with a Sag, or again, look where you have Sag in your chart. So we have the Sword on the bottom and the Storm, the underworld. Yeah, there's a lot of emotions happening. Maybe something sudden, particularly around family. The Sustainer, what we talked about in Sag's reading, it's about being balance in the way that you sustain yourself, right? How can you sustain? Think about sustainability, right? When we think about like permaculture, even like resources, the balance, again, this yin yang energy is really showing up for you with that 12th house influence. Stark contrast. You might feel one day really good and one day really shitty. And the sustainer is asking you to sustain yourself. That means that, yes, be motivated, be ambitious, be driven. Fifth house, creative energy. But in order to sustain yourself, Scorpio, you have to understand that there is downtime required. 12th house. So really practicing ways to rest and reset, okay, with the sustainer, so that you can continue the long, journey ahead. You may have a goal that might not just happen overnight. Most things, like, they don't, realistically, let's be honest. We have to be able to sustain something, it seems, for you. And there's something about a storm in the underworld. This is reminding me of the Tower, which is your energy here. Some sort of chaos, right? I feel like that 12th house influence is really stirring up some sort of chaos. Maybe something like a mental health. You could be experiencing anxiety, depression, overstimulation, and you have to kind of learn how to detach. So that's easier said than done. We all live our lives. We have family, work, etc. So any simple way that you can do that. It can be literally 10 minutes. It can be just trying to block out a day in your schedule, especially around the end of the month. That lunar node is going to be on the 25th. And I would say even 4 days, I'm saying a month, but 4 days for you prior, I think that would be the time to make sure that you are not overstepping yourself or over giving. Right? You need to know to prepare. That's what these readings are all about, preparation, right? And there's the sword here, which is like the sword of truth. This is my Ace of Swords card. So some sort of shocking revelation, even with the storm, like shocking, like epiphanies, right? Revelations, that word revelation. I'm going to write that down because that's a key word for you, revelations. The book of Revelations could be significant to some of you. I'm actually going to pull from a new deck that I got here. The Greater Hand Guidebook. Shout out to Woo in Portland. I just got this deck. Cool little shop. Woo. Woo woo. What does Scorpio need to know? Okay, how do they deal with this 12th house, really, is what I want to get at. These revelations. Maybe some of the chaos that's coming up around you. What's going on here for Scorpio? What's some advice, please? Show me what I need to see for Scorpio for March. Please show me what I need to see for Scorpio, my Scorpio viewers. Pause. Yeah, 4 days. I'm getting 4, even 5, 4 to 5 days prior. So towards the end of the month, you're going to have to take a pause. For sure. And I get it. You run a business, whatever you're doing, right? It's hard for us to be like, oh, I'm just going to go on vacation. Like, I'm not here to just like sell you pipe dreams. And, I get it. Life happens, but you have to pause about something. Maybe this is literally pausing a project. Maybe this is you like saying, you know what? I need to like hands off the wheel here for a second. I need to get my priorities straight is what I'm hearing. All right, let's pull from, I'm going to pull from the Rider-Waite deck for you. The classic. We're going to get real classic here. Get classy. All right, Scorpio. Please comment in the section below. I love to hear about your Scorpio placements. And if you're a cross watcher who is dealing with a Scorpio, I would love to know about your placements. It's always very intriguing to see, again, the correlations between the readings, especially if you are a Sag cross watching or vice versa. So comment below. I always check my comments. All right, let's get into this. Wow, the cards just want to keep talking. King of Cups, there you are. King or Queen, right? Doesn't matter. Male, female. Yeah, lots of emotional. Ooh, there's a Tower. Ooh, okay. Can't avoid it, is what I'm hearing, because it was in reverse. Scorpio Collective. What do we have for the Scorpio Collective, please, guides, angels, allies, ancestors? Scorpio, please show me what I need to see, the truth and nothing but the truth for Scorpio. Well, there's the Libra energy, Justice, the Lovers, Gemini energy. We have Piscean energy, 9 of Cups. Okay, we'll start here. 10 of Wands, 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups, the Devil. Okay. So this is kind of correlating to love dynamic, right? Because I got the Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, Lovers. There is some sort of pause I'm sensing around a relationship. I'm not going to lie here. It could be a Gemini. It could be a fellow water sign. It could be a Libra. It could be a Capricorn. And it could be a Sag. We have Saturn and Sagittarius here. Give Cancer specifically and Gemini. Okay. You are releasing the devil. I like to see this in reverse. Okay. Meaning that you are releasing some sort of toxic tendencies, maybe a toxic relationship, concepts around love in general, because the Lovers is here. The Lovers represents a choice as well. And like I say, love is a choice, right? When we're in a relationship or we're choosing to date or we're choosing to get married, whatever that might look like, it's a choice. And we make that choice every day, right? That's what a healthy relationship is. It's a choice to show up. Right? And there's some days where we might not feel that balance, justice in reverse. But we realize that in order to create some sort of harmony and love here, that we have to make a choice every day to do so. Right? And prioritizing the relationship, Ace of Cups. It could be, though, I am sensing for some of you that there's a disconnect because the pause was there, the devil, you're releasing a toxic relationship and maybe something new, a new love is coming in. Maybe that's what's so shocking. It's stirring up some emotions in you, maybe some old fears with the devil, but I think that you're learning how to balance it out, but there is a need for balance here, justice. You're carrying a lot, Scorpio, you really are. It seems like you have been for quite some time in regards to a relationship. Maybe there's something that weighs heavy on your heart and you're choosing happiness here, Nine of Cups. The downside though with the Nine of Cups is being really smug. You know, look at this person here. He's like, I know it all, you know, I got it all. You know, it can be, again, overindulgence. The Nine of Cups with that fifth house, like, putting yourself on a pedestal, or someone else was, okay? Again, roles can be reversed. But the Ace of Cups here is really beautiful to see. It does look like there's a rejuvenation of love, maybe a return for some of you. I saw the Eight of Cups there on the cut. Yeah, but there's something, Ten of Cups just flipped out too in reverse. Maybe you're leaving a marriage. This could look very different. Again, this is a general reading. If you want to go a bit deeper and this is resonating, you know where to find me. You know where to find all my services below, okay? You can send me an email, check out my big cartel, whatever way you want to get in touch with me. I want to clarify here what this, what's this Ace of Cups? What's this Ace of Cups for Scorpio? King of Cups again. You could be dealing with another water sign. I'm seeing strongly, male or female. If you are a female viewer, you could definitely be dealing with another water sign. And, or this is someone coming in, right? Aces are new, usually, or some sort of rejuvenation, right? The cup's overflowing again. But it requires balance. Seeing what the devil is. Revelations, pausing, right? This is about pause this month. And for most of my viewers this month, this Piscean energy requires us to pause. It's 12th house. It's not the biggest month of action. It's like when you think about the seasonal shift, right? We're sowing the seeds. We're setting the intention. We're fertilizing the dirt. We're preparing for our crops. Right? So March is definitely a preparation month. And again, if you were, wherever you are in the world, you're preparing, you're cleaning the ground, you're de-weeding, or, you know, that can look so different, right? But there's always some sort of cyclical change, and it requires us to kind of clean it up, is what I'm hearing. Clean it up so that we can bring something new into the new cycle. The Three of Pentacles here, though, so there is something about, yeah, temperance, definitely strong Sagittarius energy, and a cycle is seeming to come to a close around some sort of marriage, even for some. But the Three of Pentacles is showing up twice here, so some sort of a low quality, mediocre, lack of integrity or skill, sloppiness, you know, not working in harmony with someone. This could be something that you are reflecting on. Yeah, okay. Very simply put there. Very simply put. Okay, so let's pull from, what do I want to pull for you for? Let's do the Wisdom of the Oracle. Let's see here for Scorpio. What's some advice to wrap up this reading? We will take this over to the love reading. You can find that link below. And if you don't want to watch the love reading, totally fine. But you can also check out my Patreon channel this month. Like about, I would say 5 to 4 days prior to the eclipse, I'm going to be posting some extra content for my Patreon viewers if you're feeling like you really need some assistance and support. Just know that I'll be offering support before and after for my Patreon members. You can find that link below. And also as a Patreon member, you get exclusive access to all 12 zodiac signs and 20% off all my services all the time. Scorpio, what do we got for you? What's some advice here for Scorpio? Yeah, you want a partner that you can co-create with. That's that Three of Pentacles. You feel like you couldn't co-create something with someone. And now I'm seeing that there potentially is something new that you are co-creating with someone. To the sea, this could be around water. I'm actually feeling guided to read. To the sea, so bodies of water could be of importance. Maybe you live near a body of water, or again, number 7 showing up here strongly. 7 could be of importance to you. To the sea. Let's see. Being in flow, right? Cooperation. So there is co-creation. This is what you're trying to manage. Turning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. So it's about like the growth mindset. Or if you don't know what that is, you can look it up. Or flow, right? When we're in a certain field of work or relationship, friendships, family members, there could be flow where it's like when you're with them, time just flies by. Or when you're working on something, time just flies by. And you're like, wow, I'm in such a state of flow here. I didn't even realize that 8 hours passed by. You know, those moments where we're just so in sync and so in tune that like it's kind of like everything else kind of dissipates around us. So there is something about trusting, having faith to guide you in this flow like a river into the sea of life, and moving away from toxic people, places, and things that don't allow for this flow and this co-creation. Like getting on the same page with someone even, right? This could be a business partnership. It doesn't have to just be love, okay? All right, Scorpio, I wish you all the best. If this is where we part, I'll see you next month. Bye for now.